Now, let's take 15 seconds and reflect on this brilliant bit of totally sane and unbiased journalism from CNN, who last year thought it was a good idea to send a crew down to Mexico to speak to cartel members about how they felt about Donald Trump calling them terrorists.
According to the Trump administration, you are a terrorist. I mean, the cartels have been labeled a foreign terrorist organization. What do you make of that?
Está fea la situación, ¿verdad? Está fea la situación, pero pues todos tenemos que comer.
That's aged beautifully, CNN, and giving the narco-terrorists there the opportunity to deliver a personal message to President. I mean, really.
Aged like a fine wine, or oxidized wine. Again, I think this is a wake-up call for the world, and it just makes these journalists and the way they've covered that story just more and more exposed. And I think the biggest thing I go back to is the polling in the American public for getting all illegals out. That's a broader topic, but by and large, a lot of them come from that part of the world or have historically. That shift has been remarkable. Just in the last 10 years, it was not a majority viewpoint, and now it is 80-20, get them all out. And this is just one layer, the most vicious layer in that public discourse, and these journalists are way, way behind the times.
And talking about activist journalists and reports that haven't aged well, here is the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation promoting travel to Mexico over America. Let's have a look at that report together with some recent footage out of Puerto Vallarta.
Bert and Marilee Mollard are getting advice from their travel agent on where to travel this winter.
So, have you guys decided on where you would like to go?
Well, on the bucket list is Puerto Vallarta.
The Manitoba couple usually spends weeks or even months at a trailer park in Westlaco, Texas, but not this year.
Since the election of Trump and the insults that he placed on our country, 51st state and all of that garbage, we decided that, no, we're not going to spend money down there.
Yeah, there's tons to do in Puerto Vallarta. There's tons. And in all around that whole area. So you won't be bored.
Yes, there is tons to do there, like stay in your hotel and hope it's not overrun by narco-terrorists. The eagerness to slam the US to make it out to be unsafe for travellers, we see that right here in Australia, and particularly in the UK. The delusion is extraordinary.
They've even issued travel advisories along the way about going to America. Canada has bigger problems.
Yes.
This week, they should focus on the curling scandal. They should focus on the fact that they lost, not to gloat, but they lost to the American hockey team.
In their own sport.
In their own sport, and this is not making them look very, very good.
Now, we've heard from Les Wexner on his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Kosha, did we learn anything here? A lot of people credit this man for elevating Jeffrey Epstein and introducing him to rich and powerful people.
Big name. There were always rumblings about this name among others in the files, and now as people are going through the 8,000 emails, his pops up again and again, of, as you say, opening his Rolodex, making introductions, possibly financial exchange. Was he involved in some of the more spurious things? Like all of that is coming out. And there is fallback or blowback, I should say, from this. Full disclosure, my alma mater, Ohio State, because I'm from Ohio, I went there, has many buildings that he was a donor of and have his name emblazoned on them. And now there's pushback from the Nursing Association and others to try and take his name down based on what's coming out of these emails.
Absolutely. They've got protests in the snow as we speak. And yeah, it takes a lot of guts to be protesting in that sort of weather. Now, before you go, another lefty losing it, author Stephen King has again posted verifiably false claims about Donald Trump. I mean, this guy is just a bit of a weirdo, and this is becoming a habit. He posted, Trump has never had a child, has been married 3 times, ran several businesses into the ground, never ran a home, couldn't make a bed to save his ass, and calls people he works with dumb losers, etc., has never done sweat labour, has never served on a local committee, he has no life experience. I don't know what he's trying to prove there. I mean, surely even Stephen King knows Donald Trump has children. He's got 5 children, and everything else he said there is largely false as well. But the children thing is a big one, yes?
Yes, and that's one of his biggest accomplishments, actually. Even the people who hate Trump usually have very nice things to say about all 5 of his children, or most of them. So I don't know why. I don't know what the context is for that. Did you just wake up and tweet that? I thought TDS was an acquired condition like airborne, but maybe he's taking something.
No,
that's
he's
bringing it
been
on.
afflicted with TDS for a long time. There's some conjecture that he's taken a post that was said about AOC and tried to make it about Trump. But if he was trying to do that, he failed abysmally because it just looks like he's
bitter and out
completely
of touch.
clueless. Yes.
And jealous.
Kosha Gator, thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thank you.